Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Mike. Well, it is Mom Life Week here on 10 News Today. We are talking about the real issues moms face as we lead into Mother's Day. And Dr. Christina Gordon joins us now to discuss the concept of moms and social media. It can help, it can hurt. How do you make sense of it all? Good morning.
Good question. I don't know.
I know.
So,
you know, it's hard. And I know a lot of moms talk to you about the pressures of social media when they're clicking through their feed and seeing all this perfection in the universe. It's really kind of hard to live up to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it sort of leads to an internal sense that you're not measuring up. You feel kind of ashamed. You feel kind of embarrassed. And you feel let down because you're comparing sort of your messy life to everyone else's perfect life. And I think that comparison can really mess you up.
Our mom in our last half hour said she puts out there the Pinterest perfect party she does, but she has a messy house and she doesn't post pictures of that. So we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the more that we're able to kind of embrace that, and in fact, I think we were talking a minute ago that part of the beauty of social media is that there are a lot of moms out there. Scary Mommy is one of the sites that I think about that are really open about the struggles for parenthood and how difficult it is. And I think that can be a real source of support for people as well. So it's not all bad.
Another question to ask yourself is, why are people posting this perfection on social media? Is it for them? Is it for their friends? Like, what are we trying to prove here?
I think that's a really good question, and that's something it's worth asking yourself. When you're posting that, what is that about? Is that about trying to impress people? Is it trying to make people see you as cooler or more interesting, or sort of more talented than maybe you see yourself, and trying to kind of curate this image? And I think at that point you might really sort of wonder what's driving you to do that. And do you have people in your life that are kind of pushing you to be that way? Because I think those are relationships that you might really want to think about. Why are those relationships in your life? What do they bring to you? Do they make you nervous? Do they make you anxious? Do they make you feel like you need to be better than you are in a bad way? And what we're finding is that an interesting finding to me that I've seen in the literature is that people, as they get older, are actually a lot happier in their lives. Even though people think that as we're aging that it's going to be more stressful and difficult, and letting go of being perfect is tough, that actually ends up being such a benefit. That people, as they get older, do something called they kind of prune their relationships and end up with relationships that are just more nurturing and supporting and accepting, and so they end up being a lot happier.
At least we have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
We are so glad that all of you have weighed in on our social media page. We're going to talk more about that, and you're going to have some tips for us coming up at 7 o'clock on Fox 43.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Good to see you.